Hey everybody, welcome back to another Vibes and Frequencies video. My name's Nathan if you happen to be new here, and I make videos about highly specialized crystal information, as well as how to invoke magic in our lives using the crystals. Now, right now, it's morning for me, and I'm just waking up, and I had an incredibly profound experience last night. Super angelic presence. And it was through my work with a crystal called Phenakite. Now, Phenakite is known as one of the highest vibrational crystals of terrestrial origin, if not the highest. And it's pretty trippy, guys. So in this video, I'm going to be talking about some of the energetic effects and some things that you might be interested in that have to do with Phenakite. And for anybody that does happen to be new here, every single video we got a crystal giveaway going on to share the abundance of crystals and magic. And in this video, it's a pretty high-end one. So I recommend you might want to stay tuned for that. Probably be around the middle or something, I don't know. Just depends on my flow. So right now we're actually in Sedona, Arizona. And I want to show you guys this right up there, that's Bell Rock. So this is one of the vortex points. And the Bell Rock vortex point has a really, really nice present energy. So my camp that I've been camping out at, I just got a new van that I'm camping for anybody who's curious. And I'm doing the van life thing. And I'm camping just like right around this bend of this mountain silhouette that you see right there. So I get to be pretty close to the vortex. And you know what, actually at the end of this video, I'm gonna tour my new van and show you guys, for all my friends here that know that like I was living in my car for a while, it's been tough. So I finally was able to afford a van because of you guys, everybody supporting me. So anyways, I'm gonna show that at the end. So the very first thing that I wanna mention about Phenakite is the presence of it. So here's a piece I'll be showing you guys. It's a nice chunker right there. Now this is Brazilian Phenakite. There's all different kinds. There's Nigerian, there's Russian, and it just continues to go on. You can get Phenakite from Madagascar. Now I actually have made a video about Phenakite in the past. I was like super pumped about Phenakite, made a whole bunch of videos a while ago about it. So I'm gonna tag that playlist for you guys below. Excuse me. But most specifically what I'm referencing here is that there is a specific video on that playlist, and it's all about the differences in energy between the different types of Phenakite and the locations of them. So you can kind of look further into that. But my personal favorite is Brazilian, and it just so happens to be the most affordable too. So again, I'll let you guys kind of check out this piece. And it's just really special. You know, I mean, I've been working with a lot of different ones for a while now. Hey, good morning, man. How's it going? Good, good. I've been working with a lot of different ones in terms of crystals, right? And I've been working with a lot of high, kind of really intense energies. But there's something about Phenakite where it gets you up there, but it doesn't feel like this kind of ungrounded wave kind of action that's moving. It almost feels like you just instantly kind of just tap in to this higher self aspect of yourself, but not the just higher self, but what's known as the Godhead. So Phenakite has such a high and profound vibration that it's able to help us to connect to God's source creation, the truth of who we all are, this oneness, this one being experiencing itself through the scope of a bunch of individual humans running around trying to figure out what the heck's going on. So I think it's just a really magnificent energy for us to be working with, especially right now. If you guys have been following my crystal videos and my content, you know that I am a very just kind of authentic person, and I share my pain and my struggles with you guys to show you that it doesn't really matter what kind of quote unquote level you're at. We're all part of the changes and the struggle together. We're all going through it together. And the Phenakite vibration and the presence of it, having that kind of connection to this oneness and this kind of way where everything's just floating perfectly for you, well, then it kind of just works out that when things aren't going so well or this struggle is taking place, it's kind of like a really beautiful form of detachment. Detachment as in, you know, kind of just portaling yourself out as the observer. Hey, good morning. Good morning. So portaling yourself out as the observer. So what I mean by this is, here's an example. So for the last 3 nights, I have not really been able to sleep very well. And there's been different reasons for this. You know, like one night it was because people were being super loud around my car. And then, you know, like another night it was just because I was like just tweaking on crazy crystal energy. Anyways, 3 days in a row of not sleeping, it got me feeling really emotional. So last night I woke up, and the funny thing is I woke up wide awake as if it's morning time. I just get like this adrenaline rush when I wake up. I don't know about you guys, but that's how it works for me. So I just got this like adrenaline rush like it's morning time. And honestly, I was instantly pissed. I was pissed because 3 nights in a row, and I'm only getting maybe like 1 to 2 hours of sleep. And I'm a very busy human these days, running an entire business, you know, making daily videos, trying to get all this stuff done. So I was instantly pissed. I reach over and I grab my phone, and the time it says is 12:34. 12:34, 1, 2, 3, 4. And so I just kind of allowed that synchronicity number to remind me that even though I might be frustrated with this, that clearly the universe gave me this synchronicity going, you know what, dude, you're in the right place. You know, you might be agitated, you might be pissed, you may not have slept in 3 days, but it's going perfectly. And this reminded me that it is, you know, that in all of the struggles and everything that we're going through these days, guys, and the changing energy and what this is bringing up in our lives, I mean, these kinds of things, it really is all going perfectly. Even though it might not feel like it in these certain ways, part of that connection to, you know, that Godhead and the source creation, part of this is realizing that this struggle is our creation. And we are putting ourselves here on purpose to be part of the changing energy. So thinking about this, because I was wide awake, I decided to change my perspective, okay? Instead of laying in bed 3 nights in a row, trying to sleep, tossing and turning, being so agitated, getting emotional, instead of all of this, I decided, what if I decided to change my perspective to see it as empowering? Look, apparently, I don't need as much sleep anymore for some reason. I don't know why. I'm only managing to get maybe 2 or 3 hours of sleep. And what's agitating is that then I'm awake in the middle of the night and it's cold out here in the desert. I don't know what to do with that. So I decided, you know what? This is a beautiful gift. You know, it's not that I just can't sleep and everything's falling apart. It's that I have this opportunity of extra energy that I can be dedicating to other projects and things. So I decided, you know what? I haven't made a Phenakite video in a while. I'm gonna grab my Phenakite. I'll show you guys, this is my main piece. It's a prized possession right here. Phenakite is super, super expensive, high-end crystal. And I'm not saying that to brag, I'm just saying this is a very special piece. Finding them in this size and quality, it is not an easy thing to do. So I'm grabbing this piece and I just started meditating with it. And this is where I immediately started to portal out of the frustration and the emotional stirring that I've been experiencing for a little bit of time here. I started to portal out instantly. This is how powerful this vibration is, and I'm very sensitive to crystal energy. If you're here watching this video, then we're on the same frequency. You and I are resonating together, so it's likely that you are the same kind of empathic, sensitive, raw, vulnerable, heart exposed to the world kind of person. This is who we are, you know? So I started to begin to just see that here I am laying in bed, right, trying to sleep. And it was frustrating, but the portaling out as the observer instantly put me in a new perspective that I'm not the one who's not sleeping, I'm watching the guy who's not sleeping. Now, this simple shift of seeing ourselves as the observer and the watcher of our experience taking place, this simple shift is incredibly highly responsible for so much of the success that I'm experiencing these days. If we can just watch rather than get ourselves emotionally involved in all of the things that are taking place right now, if we can just watch, then you'll actually find that your human person vehicle suit is how I tend to explain it as on my channel here. You'll actually find that your person is doing all of the things that you want them to be doing, but you're not attached. You're not attached to it. There's no emotional frustration or anger, and there's no, because you're just watching. It's not really you. You are the watcher. Now, this is what the most profound energetic presence in Phenakite is to me. Phenakite, when I first began working with it, it helped me to fall in love with myself. And I got a few videos about that. There's actually a video where I started crying talking about Phenakite and how much I love it and how it's helping me fall in love with myself. I'll tag that video in the description for you guys. Now, this was in a time in my life where people were telling me basically that I was crap and making me feel bad. And anytime I would start raising up to become in my own power, people would shut me down. And unfortunately, I gave them permission to allow myself to feel bad, right? Nobody can make us do anything or make us feel anything. We choose to feel things based on what people are saying. So Phenakite really helped me to detach out and be the watcher and to see that these things that people are saying, all this stuff, all these interactions, all these outcomes, all these experiences taking place in my life, in reality, they're not really me. I'm just watching. So for example, today, making this video right now with you guys, the Phenakite vibration, you know? I'm having a rough morning. This is 3 days with probably like maybe 6 or 7 hours of sleep total. And that's being generous. 6 or 7 hours of sleep in 3 days. So, and that's, like I said, that's a generous way of putting it. Maybe it's honestly maybe 2 or 3. So I'm having a rough morning. My entire back is like so hurting because I've been carrying so much weight of creating this business and making sure that I'm here and able to do and be all of the things that I have chosen to be for others. And that can be stressful. But here I am smiling and laughing and making a video, even though this has been a tough morning for me. It's been a tough few nights. And the only reason I'm able to do this is because I'm not the one talking to you guys. It is the watcher that is talking to you. My human, Nathan, he is not responsible for making anything happen. I am. The truth of who I am, my being, the watcher, I am the one with all of the power. I'm the one who's truly driving the experience. So when we let go, which the Phenakite seriously helps us to do and shows us what it's like to be the observer with that energy, when we can resonate in with that energy from Phenakite, that it helps us to feel what it's truly like to be high up there, then resonating in this, we begin to start to give ourselves permission to allow things to just be. To allow the struggle, even all of the gifts, even all of the love and everything, to just be. We ourselves don't have to be the ones to go in there and try to get it to be a certain way. We don't have to try to control it. That is not the right approach. This is causing so much pain and suffering in our lives. And it's because we are, sorry about that guys, my memory card on my camera ran out of space. I had to delete some stuff. So following back into what I was saying, we are truly actually the watcher. So working with the Phenakite vibration and that energy helps us to begin to feel what that's like. And then we ourselves, the truth of our power, the choice maker, the decision maker that we are, we begin to tap in and feel that this is really the truth. And we begin to give ourselves permission to live our lives this way all of the time, right? I don't create any resistance or pressure when I'm making my videos. You guys can probably tell, I'm like instant flow state when I'm on camera. Now, what's up with this? Why is it that I can do this and that there's some other people who are making videos and there's almost this kind of weird kind of resistance, almost this kind of inauthenticity that you can feel, and it's just kind of uncomfortable, and you can tell they feel uncomfortable. By the way, this is not me bragging or trying to diss other people. Just the example, okay? Why is that? Well, it's because they feel that they are the ones making the video. They're creating this resistance and this pressure. And you can see that this is just kind of an analogy and metaphor that you could plug into the rest of your life. When you feel like you are the one responsible, we end up putting a lot of weight on ourselves. The reason I'm able to flow, even when everything's falling apart and I'm able to enter these flow states like this, it's 100% because I realize that I'm not Nathan. I am not Nathan. Nathan is having his own human experience. Me, my energy, this is not the right way to put it, but it's almost like I have possessed Nathan. Like my presence, my energy, my true being and my true power has came to Earth and decided to choose Nathan, this animal, literally an animal, okay, has decided to choose Nathan on planet Earth and to possess him. and to just basically be there watching his entire life. Okay, this is an interesting way we can think about it. So I don't really care when everything's falling apart for me. I don't really care when I feel like shit, because it's not really me. I'm the one who's watching. And this gives me so much power and ability to flow and laugh constantly at pretty much everything and anything in a genuine way. And that's where it's all coming from, guys. Now, this is something that I learned from Phenakite all these months ago when I first got it and just fell in love with myself. And this is what it is. The Phenakite vibration, it's of the angels, guys. And I know that you can feel that there's some crazy shit going on in our world right now. There's a lot of energy kind of battling itself, receiving itself into an equilibrium. And it's intense for all of us because, again, in that God source creation, that Godhead, that God particle, whatever it is, whatever you want to call it in your own spiritual opinion, all right? It's all good. This position, we are all the change and the struggle that's happening. It is us. Our human egos don't necessarily have the capacity to understand or process the kind of energy and being that we truly are. They aren't equipped with that kind of physiological technology. And this is why detachment and working with Phenakite and tapping into this and becoming more of an observer, you begin to think differently because you're not thinking from the ego anymore. You're not thinking from this limited equipment that we are possessing, essentially. You begin to think from somewhere else entirely that I'm not even going to try to explain to you guys. But for those of you who have worked with Phenakite and really tapped in, and you know what it's like to be in a channeling state, you know what I'm talking about. It's very special. And the angelic vibration of Phenakite helps us to connect to those kinds of guides and spirits and the angels. This is incredibly profound right now at this time on the planet. Very, very profound. And that's exactly why I have decided to make this video today, because I decided the most valuable thing I could possibly share with you is a beautiful healing energy that when you bring it into your life, it doesn't matter what kind of pain or suffering you're going through. It doesn't matter what's going on in your life, guys. It doesn't matter. Phenakite's got your back, and you, the truth of who you really are, you've got your back too. The only reason we're suffering and experiencing this struggle is because we believe that we are the human person going through it, but we are not. And when we realize that and we just go, then nothing matters anymore. Nothing. Nothing matters. You're just watching. And the movie gets so much more beautiful. So much more beautiful. I can't express it to you guys enough. If we can let go of identifying with our self and realize that it's not us, it's just happening, we're just watching, everything transforms in incredibly beautiful ways that I can't articulate to you guys. You know, at the end of the day, you just gotta take my word for it and launch yourself into the possibility of having your own experience with this. And it is Phenakite. You know, if you're here, it's because you're like me. We are loving working with crystals. We are loving feeling these in our lives. It is what we find exciting. And that's why it works for us, because we give it permission to. The watcher, who we really are, is giving the crystals permission. It's that simple. And it's beautiful. It's so beautiful. Now I'm gonna do the crystal giveaway, okay? So this giveaway actually is a piece of Phenakite. Now, it is a small piece, but this is actually A-grade quality. The clarity is beautiful. Hold on, sorry, I'm trying to get it with the gimbal and everything going on here. So, here, let's go up here in the light. Here's the piece for the giveaway. You guys see that okay? It's a very nice piece. It really, truly is. And again, Phenakite's a very high-end, expensive crystal. So please, whoever wins this one, treat it with respect and realize that this is a very rare conscious being that you are now in possession of. Treat it well, okay? That's all I'm saying. I really love these crystals, and sometimes it's hard to let them go into other people's lives. But I try to remember that it's all gonna be okay, and I'm sure you'll take care of it. So, to be included as being a potential winner in this specific video's crystal giveaway, there are 3 things to do. I know a lot of you guys know, you know the protocol, but I gotta say it anyways. Number 1, is to click the like button, thumbs up on this video. Number 2 is to be a subscriber with the bell notification actually clicked. The reason for this is because, well, okay, I'll explain this in a moment, hold on. And the third thing to do is to comment below and let me know what is one of the most healing experiences that you've had with working with your crystals. Now, this is very specific, and the reason that I'm asking you to comment this in this video is because to me, there are a lot of challenges happening right now. But the healing energy and being able to work with our crystals, it really helps us and others around us to feel that this really isn't a huge deal. It's actually kind of a fun game, and we can use crystals to kind of hack the matrix, right? So let me know in your comment below. To be included as being a potential winner, you gotta comment below and let me know what is the most healing experience that you've had with your crystals. I can't wait to read these, guys. So those are the 3 things to do. Like button, subscriber bell notification clicked, comment that below about your healing experience. A robot algorithm, AKA the universe, is going to be the one who chooses based on anybody who has done those 3 things correctly. And I'll let you guys know who won in about a week for this one. I'll respond to your comment, send you the crystal. It's a pretty simple way that I do it. So this is the magic of working with the Phenakite. When I'm looking around here, this is like one of those parts where you start to feel a different direction calling you and you're not sure where to go. Good morning. Well, I'll ride it then. We're just gonna keep going straight. It's a beautiful day, and I'm feeling a lot of shit stirring inside my human. I am. But I'm here, and I'm feeling the presence of the day and the beauty of it, and I'm just channeling into the vibration of Phenakite and realizing that it's all gonna be okay, and everything that is happening is part of this healing experience that we're going through. And that's just the truth, guys. I know it's tough right now. I know that there's a lot of things going on, but we really can just trust that all of these things are happening. Sorry, guys. All of these things are happening for your own benefit and your own growth. And if we continue to like kind of feel this intense hold on them, then this is where all this resistance is coming from, because we're identifying with the struggle, we're identifying with the pain. But we don't have to. It's all about being the watcher. This is when the magic really starts to happen, because you begin to see that the human experience, everything that's playing out, it really all is happening for you, not to you. But it's really hard to realize that when you're looking through the scope of these 2 eyes rather than the true being that you really are. I love Phenakite. I love it. And honestly, it's my favorite crystal, guys. And there's a reason for that. Out of all the energies I've worked with, there's a reason why Phenakite is my favorite. It's helped me to crack into being able to be in a channeled state. It's helped me to become an observer. It's helped me to trust and see from the perspective of the Godhead that it's all gonna be okay, and that I'm not really the one going through these things. It's Nathan. And I can either force Nathan to feel like, like it's all up to him and put a bunch of weight on him, or I can allow my presence with Nathan's life to be a lot more pleasant. I could be friends with him. I could treat him well. I could allow him to do what he loves. I could allow him to just be, rather than trying to control him or force him into things, you know? And this is what it so much has to do with. So thank you guys so much for watching this Vibes and Frequencies video. Once again, in just a second here, I'm gonna tour you guys in my new van for anybody who's curious to see. And yeah, but I'm gonna just end the video as if it's ending right now, but just stay tuned if you really do wanna see that. So thanks so much for watching. Once again, my name is Nathan. I make crystal videos every single day except Saturday, and every Sunday are live streams all about crystals. We can talk together, you can ask any questions. It's a lot of fun. So I'll see you for that. And yeah, all right, have a good one, guys. Thanks for watching. So if you still stayed tuned, thank you for being excited with me to check out the van. Like, this is seriously so life-changing, guys. Living out a Ford Fiesta was like getting really tough, and like managing the daily videos and, you know, running a whole crystal business out of my car, not effective for my emotional health and sanity. So this is what I got right here. It's a Ford Cargo Transit van, 2500. So I'll show you guys the inside, and keep in mind that I've had this for less than 36 hours So it's not all together yet. It's a pretty basic, and I bought it just emptied inside, so it didn't come built with any of the van life type stuff. I'll be doing that on my own. And if you're curious to check out some of those renovations and some of that action, then you should totally join my Patreon tagged below, where I do vlogs and I do live streams on the Patreon too. Just kind of like more extra content, you know, more kind of behind the scenes personal stuff. So I'm gonna turn this camera around. Hold on, give me one moment with weird camera things going on. All right, boom. Welcome to my humble home, everybody. So this is a tapestry that my friend Fraser gave me. He's also my business partner. I did just get these string lights up so that I have some light at nighttime that's kind of more mellow and vibing. So I'm pretty pumped about that. Here, hold on. Camera's doing a weird thing. There we go, there we go. So this is my bed. Right now, it's just on the ground. But I am gonna build some stuff, like I said. It's gonna be taking a long time to get this process going of like putting it into a van life van, because I am really, really busy 24/7. So I'll probably wait to do most of the build out for when my partner comes and joins me. So in terms of that, all you guys know how madly in love I am and how I needed to get a van so that I could, you know, have space for her too. Basically, long story short, I am financially set and ready for her. Now we have a van and everything, so now it's just that the ball's in her park. So you guys will see her as soon as she's ready with, you know, everything that's going on in her life and with her family and stuff. So that's basically the gist of that. She's gonna come on her own time, but the exciting part on my part is that we are ready. And that just feels so amazing, you know, because before I was living on less than $400 a month in a Ford Fiesta. I could barely support myself, let alone another human, you know? So this is the front. Oh, and by the way, I bought it used, but it's basically new. There's only 4,000 miles on it. Basically, the guy bought it, took it for a ride, and then needed money and sold it, I guess. So, and I bought it from a dealership. So basically what I got going on, this is because I was just adding more comfort to my bed to kind of help with my back. So there's just garbage right here right now. But we got the ice chest, which I am going to get solar and get a fridge eventually. Again, all in time. This is like my shrine thing, my crystal shrine right here. It's a selenite, black obsidian, and a organite generator. So just like keeping the vibes popping, you know. This is where I keep my huge Lemurian quartz seed crystal. I don't know if you guys have seen that one from the crystal show that I did for you guys. But yeah, that one's pretty badass. So right now it is super, super makeshift. I've just got bungee cords. I'm trying to just make it so that stuff isn't flying all over the place. And then these are basically just the cabinets that I had in my Ford Fiesta when I was living in that. So I'm gonna trade all this stuff out and make it really nice in here like a home, you know? Part of what's cool is that there's like all the storage for all of these things. You know, I've got like storage here. I can store some food and stuff. You got like all the storage up here, like in these little lots and things. So it's pretty badass. Part of the funny thing is like, check this out. This is my amethyst and I've just got it bungee corded to the wall so it doesn't go flying around. But basically right now, it's pretty minimal. I am just, here, hold on, let me turn this camera around because I want to say something more true and personal to you guys. Oh, wrong way. Here we go. I'm learning how to use the camera better now too, by the way, so that should be good to come. It's pretty basic right now. It's basically just I took everything that was in my Ford Fiesta and threw it in here. It's been less than 36 hours, but we're gonna start building it out. And like I said, on Patreon, there's gonna be lots of content showing those kinds of evolutions and things that are happening, more behind the scenes type things. But what I really genuinely wanted to say to you guys is the only reason that I was able to get this van and a new office that we're using for the crystal business. We just started renting an office, guys. Everything is like leveling up so fast. And the only reason for it is because of all of you. And I wanted to thank you because you could buy your crystals from anywhere else. And I know sometimes my crystals are a little bit more expensive than what you might find elsewhere. But you guys have been supporting me and you are the entire reason that I've been able to get this happening. And I'm really thankful. I did not realize how hard it was living in a Ford Fiesta until I am now living in a van. the quality of my life is just ridiculously higher. Like, I have a trash can now. That sounds so simple, I know, but I didn't have that before. I didn't have the capability to stand up. I didn't have the capability to stretch out. In my Ford Fiesta, I literally had to sleep curled into a ball to be able to fit in there. That's not a joke or exaggeration. You know, I didn't realize how hard it truly was living out of the car. I still would have chosen it over, you know, living in the apartment and being in the rat race. And because I had the confidence to go and do that, I was able to manifest all of this, you know. But it's all because of you guys. You're the only reason that I've been having success on YouTube. The only reason I have the van. And I know you could argue that it's because of my hard work and dedication, and I agree. But without you guys being a part of that and the team effort and helping me, and you guys are so cool because I know you like genuinely love and care about me, and you wanted to see me thriving. And thank you, everybody, for the support. You know, in just 3 months of starting the crystal business, you guys helped me enough to the point where I could get a van. Thank you. You're gonna see a lot better content now, I promise you guys. The quality of my life has just skyrocketed. That means the videos are gonna be that much better. And when my life partner comes and joins me, you guys are going to see me on a much more powerful energy and vibration than you even see me right now. And I am going to stay true to my promise to you guys of making sure that I'm here for you and I'm providing the best energy, best crystal videos on YouTube, all of these things, the best giveaways, best crystals for sale. We're close, guys. We're already here right now. Thank you so much for all the support. This is the van. I'll see you guys for tomorrow's video. Thanks a lot for checking it out. Don't forget to check out Patreon if you want more personal content like this, because that's where it's all at. So, all right, peace out.